It's just a matter of the trail to get down. Whoa. Oh, I see a trail. I see trail down there. All right, but I'm on a very steep decline. So it's a little bit challenging. Okay, there's the trail that I came in on. So let me just get back to that. Oh. All right. Yeah, here's the trail. All right, guys. I'm back on the trail. So going back to what I was saying earlier, sometimes you're gonna go off the trail, off the beaten path, so to speak, and it's gonna feel like you're all lost. And you're gonna wonder and second guess yourself if you made the right decision. And you just have to know that if you keep walking and you keep moving in the direction of where you need to go, that eventually you'll find it. And you don't need to get paralyzed by the unfamiliar. The unfamiliar is your friend. The unfamiliar, yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, you have all these thoughts, because Jimmy was just thinking, what happens if I get lost in here and I have to sleep overnight in here? All the things. I wasn't quite all the way there yet, but I was letting my brain at least entertain those thoughts. There's the cabin again. So I didn't get to see the waterfall, but I definitely went on an adventure with this. All right, let's step in here this time, since I didn't on the way through. All right. Yeah, see? Nice little fireplace. Lots of stories in this cabin, I'm sure. Look how I have to bend down to get under it. Were there a bunch of shorties back in the day living in the mountains? Oh, here's a trail. Maybe this was the trail I was supposed to come in on. See, the adventure continues. You guys thought you were done with me. I'm just starting. And see, this is a beaten path trail, so not like I'm going my own way again. I am definitely going a very well established path. It would be great if this ends with the waterfall. But no matter where it ends, at least I'm out of the uncertainty. This is a certain path. This is the path to somewhere. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a well-worn path. But I had fun going off path for a moment. Had a little bit of an adventure. Made me get very philosophical all of a sudden. And that's good too. How do you trigger your mind to think more deeply on things if you never shake things up from the usual paradigm? How do you ever grow and become whatever it is you want to be? The bottom line is you can't. You can't grow. You can't become until you push yourself beyond your comfortability, beyond what you think you are capable of. There's a lot of people on the internet who doesn't think Jimmy's capable of what I'm doing right now. All I got to say to those people is, suck it, suckers. Because not only am I doing it, I'm doing it with a smile on my face. I'm doing it with the satisfaction of knowing what I'm doing. Having a great time. Yes, breaking a sweat. Yes, very warm body. Yes, very challenging. But I'm doing it. And that's the key. Always seek doing. Doing always supersedes not doing. Almost always. There are moments when not doing is smart. But doing, most people are paralyzed from doing. They're not doing the doing. And we need to be doing the doing so we can be doing what we've always wanted to be doing. And that's a lot of doings, but I think you got the picture. All right, I've been walking a long time. I'm gonna take a bit of a sit down. That's okay. I'm all right that I'm sweating, that I'm probably beet red. I am warm. I'm a little tired, but not bad. I'm doing this, and I'm proud of me. The moment that we stop being proud of ourselves for things that are hard is the moment I think you miss the forest for the trees, all pun intended. We have to learn to celebrate when we do the hard things. No matter what anyone else says, no matter what anyone else portrays you as, you are not a caricature online. You are you. You are you unapologetically. You are you, and you know who you are. What other people think you are is of no consequence to you. This is the lesson I've tried to impart on people is stop worrying about what others think of you and just go be you. And don't be ashamed of you. Because I sure the hell ain't. Nope. All right, let me get back on this trail again. We'll turn you around. All right, brakes over, back at it. But that was refreshing to sit down for just a moment. I don't need to sit down a long time, but just a moment. One moment in time. Yes. So it's still a very well-worn path. So I like that. We'll see where it goes. All I know is when I'm out of this forest, I am going to probably be hungry because, like I said, I didn't eat anything this morning before I came because I wasn't expecting to go a real long way, maybe a few miles, 2-3 miles. My Oura ring is going to show a lot of steps today and it's going to show a lot of intensive activity going up that hill like I did. So I'm excited to see from a fitness standpoint how the Oura ring judges what I'm doing here today. Definitely not slothful. Definitely not lazy. And most days it doesn't penalize me. I don't post my scores, but my fitness score is almost always in the 90s, many times in the mid to upper 90s. So this notion that I'm slothful and just laying around eating bonbons all day, somebody tell that to my Oura ring, because my Oura ring seems to think I'm doing a great job with what I am doing with my fitness. And I'm proud of that. Thank you very much. Whew. It is very quiet out here. There were people on the trail before I got lost, and I don't see people anymore. I still hear the cars. And obviously I'm still on a trail. I think this is leading somewhere to a waterfall somewhere. And look, if I don't see a waterfall, it's all good. The hike and the hanging out with you guys, talking to you, this is fun. I hope you're at least getting things out of this. And if nothing else, you got to see Jimmy almost get lost. Actually, I did get lost, but almost stay lost. Yeah, but I didn't. I found my way back. I got a few scrapes on my legs to show the battle, but I did find my way. And I'm pretty proud of that. All right. Gonna keep walking down this path. A lot more comfortable when you don't have to fight tree limbs and get over things. It's nice to have an open path while still being in a beautiful forest. My breathing has slowed, thankfully. When I was doing that really steep climb, I could feel my heart rate. I'm gonna look at my data on the Oura ring when I get back. I'm sure I had some major spikes in my heart rate during that time, but that's okay too. Spiking your heart rate's not a bad thing if you're doing it on purpose, through exercise, through movement. This is a very good thing. And as you guys know, I like to push myself in ways that make me go harder. Let's look at this drop off over here. It's still a part of the trail, so don't worry, I'm not going off trail again. Wow. Nice big drop off there, guys. All right. Oh. Still on the trail, back on the main trail again. Looks like we are declining now on the part of the trail here. I am not hearing a waterfall. I'm not seeing one. Trying to hear it above the traffic. We're definitely still on a trail because I can see a very clear trail here. I just wonder where the trail is heading. And this is another analogy, guys. In life, you're not always going to know where it is that you're going. You have a certain goal in mind. In this case, I have a goal of seeing a waterfall. You have a certain destination that you want to have happen. But your original destination, your original goal is what drives you to go. But what if along the way, something else happens that you didn't expect to happen that becomes the new reason why you did it all along? In other words, you had one thing that got you going and got you moving and got you motivated and fired your passion. You got one thing going for that. And then life had a way of changing that up, switching things around and putting you in another direction with another goal that might be even more meaningful. Look, I'll be honest with you. I think I got into the diet and health space first as a blogger, then as a podcaster, then as a best-selling author. I think I went through all of that experience, which was wonderful, by the way, and is wonderful. I love being a part of the greater health conversation and health community. But I feel like I was intended for something much bigger than that. That yes, my goal was to teach and to write in such a way that made health things easier to understand. But I think it kind of set me up to do bigger things. And that because of my skill set as a podcaster, because of my skill set as an established author with over 10 books now, I'm now ready for that next level in life. And I need you to think of your life in the same way. Maybe you feel like the things that you've accomplished are what you were intended to be. And maybe you've gotten to that pinnacle of what you were intended to be. But I feel like if you've been given purpose in life in one area, that purpose is always multifaceted. That purpose always has tentacles that go well beyond whatever it is in the here and now that you're succeeding at. And so maybe you don't even feel like you're succeeding yet, but on some level you have succeeded at something. And now you're moved on to something else that may or may not be whatever it is you need to be doing. So if you found success, let that success propel you to go do it again in a different way. So for me, a lot of the mindset stuff that I talk about, a lot of the things with the childhood trauma that I talk about in my own work, the inspirational type of messages that I'm doing, kind of like the ones I'm doing today, I honestly feel like this is what I was always intended to be doing. It took the diet and health world to dip my toe in the water of being online and talking to people and getting good at podcasting and getting good at book writing. It took all of that so I could get to this place I'm at now. And I can't help but think how many people rest on the laurels of what they have done and where they have been, and they never push themselves to go further, to be more, to do what you were always intended to do all along. I just have the fire in the belly about this topic, guys. I feel like we sell ourselves so short. We don't give ourselves enough credit that we are capable of much more than we even know. I see civilization again. There's people, so I know I'm close to wherever it is we're going. All right. Do I cross here? I think I cross here. It's hard to tell. I'm looking. I don't see another place to cross. This must be the place to cross. All right, this is going to be tricky. Sometimes you got a balancing act. Jimmy got a balancing act. Jimmy got big boats, so I'm not worried about if I step in a little water, it is what it is, so. All right. The good thing is I do have long strides, and so if I get close to the other side, I can just jump for it. So and I just did, so. All right. All right, I'm going back out to this main. Yes, this is the bridge I came in on, because I was showing you guys the creek earlier. Yes, see? Back at the visitor center. We're getting there. We will linger here a moment. Remind you of the big, beautiful river, because those of you who are watching live, you got to see this, but those of you who are watching this camera roll video, you might have missed this on the way in. So very serene and beautiful. I love it. This has been a great experience. So almost out, you guys, because we got the very pristine trail now and lots of people around. So that is a good sign. Good morning. All right, so hopefully this long meandering path that I took you on these last almost 40 minutes has inspired you in some way. Something about getting the blood flowing from a good, crisp walk in the middle of the forest, in the middle of nature, gets the juices flowing in me and lets me speak from my heart. I don't really prepare any comments. I just talk from my heart. And I hope this inspires you in some way today. Go live your life. Go forge your own path. No, it won't always be a well-worn path like this. Sometimes you go off path. Sometimes things are going to feel uncertain. But then eventually, if you keep moving, you will get to where you want to go. All right, guys, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. If you like these kind of videos, go follow me over on Instagram at Livin' Low Carb Man, LIVINLOWCARBMAN. Would love to have you join over there. I try to go live doing things like this from time to time. So go follow me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye, guys.